Welcome to Clear Perspectives, the first quarter 2025 Marietta Market Outlook. I'm Mary Allmon, partner and portfolio manager at Marietta Investment Partners. As I look ahead for our financial market outlook for the first quarter 2025, it really is one of balanced optimism. This perspective is anchored on three key pillars: a strong U.S. economy supported by global growth that remains stable, albeit underwhelming, the IMF's projection of 3.2% global GDP growth, bolstered by coordinated global monetary policy easing, and finally, double-digit corporate profit growth. We are forecasting S&P 500 earnings to rise about 15% in 2025. I think these positive trends will continue for the next 3 to 6 months. However, as I extend my lens to a medium-term outlook, say 12 to 18 months, uncertainties really do arise. Risks such as global trade disruptions, persistent inflation, and elevated interest rates may challenge overall growth. The U.S. economy continues to surpass expectations, driven by consumer spending, a pickup in business investment, and productivity gains. We're actually forecasting U.S. GDP growth to again beat the consensus of 2.1%. In our view, a thriving labor market will be essential for another year of outperformance. With that, initial jobless claims are at an 8-month low. The unemployment rate remains below historic averages at 4.2%. Job openings are declining, but we're still seeing them exceed pre-pandemic levels. And real wage growth is up 1.3% year over year. In our view, all of these will provide a solid foundation for economic expansion and a strong consumer. A significant driver of economic growth in the U.S. has been business investment, and we expect 2024's trends of investment in AI-driven technologies, data centers, energy infrastructure, and specialized equipment. We expect those trends to continue in 2025. This investment in business growth will eventually plateau. Its long-term impact on productivity is vital. The U.S. stock market remains on solid footing as well. Corporate profits, as I said, are projected to rise 15% in 2025, providing a solid support for further stock market gains. Narrow stock market leadership has been a defining feature of this bull market, with the technology-focused Magnificent Seven stocks providing higher returns than the broader averages. And we think that in 2025, the market rally will start to extend beyond the mega cap and AI-focused names to cover the broader market. In our view, this would enhance market stability and provide firmer footing for the bull market cycle. Separate from the U.S., as we look at other developed markets and we look at the international economies, the economic growth outside of the U.S. remains subdued. But we think there are pockets of opportunity in Europe and in Canada as the effects of monetary policy easing start to boost growth. China, in particular, is intensifying its stimulus efforts. Historically, that has been a trigger, a buy signal, a trigger for buying opportunity. But we think a real turnaround is necessary to regain confidence here. Valuations across the international investment horizon are very compelling compared to their U.S. counterparts. And as I've highlighted in previous outlooks, there are real opportunities in the international for patient long-term investors. One surprising aspect of the fourth quarter was an unexpected spike in interest rates. We expect this upward move was temporary, and we're actually forecasting it to a stabilization in yields as the Fed continues easing rates in 2025. High-quality bonds remain very attractive, offering higher yields compared to previous decades. As short-term rates decline, some investors may consider lengthening duration. And there are some real risks to the bond market. Unprecedented government debt levels could introduce additional volatility here. I think this underscores the advantage of holding individual bonds to maturity versus buying funds. Financial markets remain a story of resilience and opportunity. And while risks are present, our outlook for the next quarter is one of balanced optimism. I welcome an opportunity to connect with you and invite you to share your thoughts and ideas with us.